Did you know Louisville Parks and Recreation oversees more than 120 parks with so many awesome amenities? Park it here, because in this episode, I'm going to show you several ways that you can stay active while still enjoying the great outdoors.
Hey, good to see you, Katey.
Yeah, good to see you too. Thanks for meeting me out here at Jefferson Memorial Forest.
Of course, glad to have you out here.
So I'm looking to learn more about hiking opportunities within Louisville Parks and Recreation, and I thought what better place to do that than Jefferson Memorial Forest.
Well, you've come to the right spot, and our Welcome Center is a great starting point for any beginner hiker.
Yes, I know Jefferson Memorial Forest covers over 6,000 acres, so that can be pretty overwhelming for some people.
Yeah, there's a lot of trail opportunities, a lot of different ability levels. We have over 35 miles of hiking trails. If you want to jump in here, I can show you some of the things we offer at the Welcome Center.
Perfect, let's do it.
Cool.
Wow, it's so cozy in here. Can you tell me about some of the things the Welcome Center has to offer for our visitors?
Yeah, we have a couple of different options here for people to start off with their hiking trails. We do have a team here from 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and some on the weekends as well, to give everyone a little bit of guidance on what they need. So we have maps available, we have barcodes where you can get those digitally if you would like, but also if you need any kind of supplies. So if you need some extra water, we've got some electrolyte drinks, we've got trail snacks. Anything you need and can think of as far as to start your hike, we have it here. First aid kits. And most importantly, I think, is our restrooms. So we have some good flushable restrooms here for kiddos, families, men and women, so you have a good starting point for any of your trail options.
Well, that's so cool that you have all of these needed resources to really set people up for success before their hikes.
Yeah.
So, David, I'd like to talk about what you do here at Jefferson Memorial Forest as the program manager.
Yeah, so I work with the programs department. I oversee and train a lot of the staff that we have for our environmental education programs, recreation programs. We do things year-round, so spring, summer, fall, winter. We're always outside engaging people in the nature. Let me show you a trail that we have just up the way here that everyone can start with here at Jefferson Memorial Forest.
Perfect.
Cool, follow me. This trail we're about to go on is called Memorial Trail. It's only about a little over 1/10 of a mile.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah, highly accessible for anybody, and even actually wheelchair accessible. It's paved, easy enough grade for anybody to get onto.
So what or who's being memorialized?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. So Jefferson Memorial Forest was actually created as a living tribute to the World War II veterans. So we have several different trails that kind of pay homage to that. We have our Purple Heart Trail.
Okay.
And that's kind of taken into consideration our wounded veterans and more. We're currently walking on the Memorial Trail.
Yes.
And then there's other areas that kind of extend out.
Awesome. So this is kind of a pathway that leads to other trails here?
That's correct. Yeah, the Welcome Center is essentially the starting hub for our 4 main areas. We have our Tom Wallace Lake area, the Paul Yost area, and then we have our Horine Reservation, and then the Scotts Gap area. So a lot of opportunities for people to plug in, but if they just want to start here, this is the great spot.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been on a lot of hikes in my life. So can you tell me about the different types of trails? Are there ones for beginners like me, maybe more advanced ones?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have our beginner trail, which is really what we're on right now. I would consider it kind of a novice trail. It's ADA accessible, so we can get a wheelchair on here. And the terrain itself is pretty flat, nothing really super hilly, nothing you have to climb over. We do offer several different varieties. So people who train for backpacking trips can take our Siltstone Trail.
Okay.
It's a 13-mile trail length. It goes up and down all over the place.
Not gonna be for me,
It'll
but
get
I
your
love
heart
that
pumping.
for the backpack.
Yep. And anything in between too. So we have a lot of variety for folks. If you check in at our Welcome Center, look at our maps, talk to our team, they'll get you situated on the best thing.
So what are some of your favorite trails to go on personally? Maybe some with the best views or things like that.
Yeah, so I've got the one. It's definitely our Mitchell Hill Trail. It will take you up to our lake. The reason why I like it so much is because it's about maybe an hour to an hour and a half long. And so it takes you to Mitchell Hill Lake, as the name describes. You get to see a good variety of trails up high, down low, and in the end you get to see a really awesome lake. And it wraps around that entire feature. So it's a really good resting place. There's some picnic tables. There's some awesome views to see, especially during the fall time.
Yeah, those are my favorite types of hikes, the ones with good resting places and beautiful views too. That's cool, you get to see the lake on it.
Yeah.
So we have all these beautiful trails here and the resources to navigate them at people's fingertips. It's so awesome and special that we have an opportunity like this in the Jefferson County community.
Being out in nature is such a great thing for de-stressing our crazy lives that we have. Getting some great exercise that's introductory for anybody. You can scale it up as you need to.
Yeah, and exercise also helps your mental health.
It truly does. So having this right here, 15 minutes from downtown Louisville, is a huge perk for the city of Louisville.
Absolutely. Nature can really just be so healing.
Yeah.
If you're ready to go on a hike, you got any tips and tricks for people? What should they bring? What should we wear? I know you mentioned when it's cold, you gotta layer up.
Yeah, I would say definitely pack some snacks because people, burn through those calories quickly. Bring plenty of water. A first aid kit's great. A map is critical.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing I see that people definitely need to have with them. So
don't want to get lost out here.
Do not do that.
And where you can access those trail maps online, I'm assuming you would also want to print out or grab a physical copy from the Welcome Center because you don't want to be on a trail and lose service.
That's one thing we always recommend folks. They go to our Welcome Center. They can get one inside or outside if they'd like. We have some hard copies of those for every single one of our trails. So that should get you set up.
Well, David, we've gone over all things hiking here at Jefferson Memorial Forest and touched on ways you can hike in our other parks, but I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about camping here at Jefferson Memorial Forest, because I know that's a big favorite.
Yeah, so this is the one area in Jefferson County that you're allowed to camp at. So yeah, let me show you what we have up on the top of the hill.
Perfect.
Cool.
Well, this is a cool little camping area.
Yeah, so this is actually a part of our program area here at the Coron Reservation area. We do a lot of different programs here. We do field trip programs, which encompasses environmental education, recreation like team building, archery. We do survival skills. So those are a lot of things that JCPS and Archdiocese schools kind of come out here for throughout the year.
These tents aren't rentable to the public or anything?
Generally not, no. We use them for our school field trips. We do have a campground that's pretty close by though. We are kind of a primitive setup here. So we don't really have an RV kind of style things. It's mostly just your campers. We allow hammocks, that's what I do. So you can do some hammock spot. There's water access for folks. We also do trash and recycling.
So what does it cost to be able to camp here?
Yeah, so camping at Jefferson Memorial Forest is very affordable. And we try to do that so everyone kind of gets the opportunities at a young age so they get appreciation for their environment. Our camping rates start for family sites at $15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and for group sites, that's usually $30.
What is it like for you to get to see people come out and enjoy the campgrounds and just all the amenities of Jefferson Memorial Forest?
I think it kind of really brings a lot of positivity for our staff, enjoyment for what we do, because the more people we have out here, that kind of broadens our message for appreciating the environment, appreciating what we do, and so it really just kind of gives us the best feeling in the world having that opportunity for folks.
That sounds like so much fun. Well, David, thank you so much for taking the time to show us around Jefferson Memorial Forest and talk about hiking opportunities and camping opportunities. We really appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, if you're feeling hooked on parks, stay on the line because up next we talk to Kentucky Fish and Wildlife about fishing opportunities within Louisville Parks and Recreation. Hi, Jeff. It's so good to see you. Thanks for meeting me out here at the beautiful Waverly Park.
Good to see you, Katie.
I had some questions about fishing here and within our parks, if you wouldn't mind helping me cast this line.
I would love to.
It looks like some other people are out here fishing too. That's so good to see.
Waverly, it's one of our fishing and neighborhoods lakes. It's a very popular lake, has a really good fishery, and always a lot of fun to come to.
You couldn't ask for better weather out here today.
It's beautiful.
So So before you even get out to the water, what do you need to be able to fish here in our parks?
Well, people that are older than 16 are required to have a fishing license to fish waters of the Commonwealth. If you're under 16, you don't need anything. So 15 and under, you're fine. But that's all you really need is a fishing license.
And where can people get their fishing license at?
You can go online nowadays and purchase that online on our website, or you can also try some of your sporting goods stores, discount stores, like a Walmart or something. They generally will sell them. It's pretty easy to find a license, especially with them being online.
Awesome. So, you know, I work for Louisville Parks and Recreation. You're with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Can you talk about how we work together to have these awesome waterways and opportunities for people to use the water in our parks?
Metro Parks has some great park lakes around the county. We manage pretty much all of them, and we do some fish stockings in each lake, some a little bit different than others. Like here at Waverly, this is actually part of one of our Fins in the Neighborhood lakes. We call it the Fins program. And we have 5 of those. They're stocked with more fish. We get trout in the winter, channel cat in the summer. They're fairly intensively stocked to provide those opportunities, you know, whether it be in the summer or the winter. It's a great opportunity to get out and enjoy some fishing.
Absolutely. So before this, we were at Jefferson Memorial Forest, and I noticed a sign where people might be able to pick up equipment there. Is that true?
Several of the parks, lakes have that opportunity to be able to pick up some equipment to fish. You'll just need to kind of check that out at each lake.
So here at Waverly Park, we're standing on this awesome dock that's nice to fish on. Are there any other parks that have facilities like that make it really easily accessible?
A lot of the parks have these fishing piers. Tom Wallace, I believe, has one. Like at Long Run Park, they have a fishing pier / kayak launch. If you like kayaking, it's a really easy launch. And also you can fish off the dock over at McNeely Lake, part of McNeely Lake Park over there.
Yes, Long Run Park is definitely one of my favorites. The water out there is so beautiful, and I see people kayaking and paddleboarding and stuff out there all the time.
We've actually, last winter, we did some fish habitat project out there. So we actually put in some Christmas trees to provide that habitat, which is good for the fish, but also it does provide some areas for the fishermen to fish around.
Do you do that program every year? Can't people donate their Christmas trees?
Yes, at McNeely Lake Park here in Jefferson County, we pick up Christmas trees. People can donate their Christmas trees after Christmas up to about January 15th. That's about as long as we'll take trees, but it's a great use for those after Christmas to use them for fish habitat.
Such a cool program because you recycle the trees, the fish get a new home. Really cool all around. Well, talking about all this fishing is making me want to cast this line and catch some fish. So how about we do that? And maybe you can show me some tricks.
Well, the big thing is just kind of pay attention to who's around you and where they are. Again, with hooks, a day on the water is a lot of fun going out and catching fish, but catching a person and ending up in the hospital
you don't want to do that.
Quite as fun.
Right.
So,
all right, here we go. I think fishing is so peaceful. You can clear your mind out here. What do you think some of the benefits of coming out and spending time at the water are?
I always enjoy getting out, outdoors. And if you're by yourself, it's a great time to just kind of relax, let the daily work, kind of give you a little break from that.
Yeah.
I always enjoy to spend time with family and share some moments with each other. And I've had, some really fun moments with family fishing, and it's just a great pastime to, kind of touch base with each other and time to rewind a little bit for yourself.
I've been fishing since I was about 6 or 7. My daddy took me and I fell in love with it. I'm 66 years old. Been doing it ever since. Oh, it's relaxing and it's better than any drug you could ever take. You catch that on your line and you pull it in and it's the biggest thrill there is.
I am out here to make my wife happy. She enjoys fishing and I enjoy making her happy. And I enjoy watching her and listening to her. I love this view here, right here at Waverly. This is beautiful.
I guess you want to know why I like to come out here and fish. Okay. It was a therapy thing after my son died. I guess to find my happy again, I can sit out here all day long and it will give me peace of mind. I don't care if I catch a fish or not. It's just peace of mind. Try it. Just come out here. It's relaxing. lovely. Just, it's like a therapy. It's like I can't even describe it. Peaceful. There you go, peaceful. Also, meeting new people. Like Steven over here. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
I'm disabled, I had strokes or whatever, you know, but I'm lucky to be here and I'm happy to fish. I've been fishing ever since I've been a kid. Just something to do. Gives me a little relaxation.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much for spending some time with me today and talking about how you can fish in our parks and what you need to do before you come out here and ways you can safely enjoy fishing. I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure.
Is there anything else you'd like the people to know?
Yeah, the one other thing is that the department now has a fishing and boating app. This is an app for an iPhone or an Android. This is a free app, so you can just go to the App Store and download it. But it provides a lot of information of public fishing areas around you. You can go to one particular map and it'll give you a spot where you are and it'll show you all the public fishing points that are around you, and you can be able to plan a trip, to go and enjoy a day. But also provides the information on the regulations and some information on the Fins Lakes in particular. It's a great app to have, especially if you enjoy fishing. And so you ought to check it out.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a great resource to have right in your back pocket. All right, well, up next, we show you another activity you can do in our parks, and it just so happens to involve yummy food. Stay with us. Aren't the views at Long Run Park amazing? People are fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and I heard that some of my friends were grilling by the shelter over there. We should go join them. Hey guys, what do you got going on over here?
Well, howdy. We're grilling out today and we're using this beautiful park.
Yeah. No way, do you mind if I join you guys?
Well, of course, you know all about parks. We know
About
you know all about food, and I know a little bit.
Well, absolutely. That's so exciting because I need to learn more about food.
What are we gonna make?
We're gonna make hamburgers and hot dogs, and the first thing I wanna do to get things going is get the charcoal going.
And this is called a chimney?
Yeah, see, it's burning. I'm gonna turn it out. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit it over here so it doesn't burn anything or anybody. Now, I'm gonna grill on that side, so what I'm gonna do is push this charcoal over there. There we go.
You know, this is so awesome you're able to do this in one of our parks. And I'd like to
Oh,
mention,
I love doing it in the parks.
How many grills are there around Louisville? Do you happen to know that? Is that a crazy number?
it is a crazy number. I can say that about half of our parks have grills in
Okay,
it.
so people
there's-
really like to grill.
Yes, there's lots of opportunities for grills. They're also inspected and maintained multiple times a year.
Huh, I
so.
love that.
My favorite Miss Dash, which is the garlic and zesty herb. What I'm trying to do is get that seasoning in the middle. So when I've got a pound, which is exactly what this is, I make 3 burgers, not 4, not a quarter pound. I make 3 of them.
Why is that, Chef?
Because it's better.
Just more food. Do I have to reserve my grill if I'm coming out to a park?
That's such a good question. You can't rent out a grill. It's best to get to the parks early and kind of scope out what grill you want. If you're gonna have a larger gathering, especially at a shelter, you have to get a permit or rent out that shelter.
And how do I just call the Parks Department?
You can call the Parks Department at 502-574-PARK. Really easy.
That's easy.
Or you can go to bestparksever.com. It's really easy to rent a shelter and it's really affordable.
Yeah. Now what are you doing here?
Oiling the grill.
All right, see, we were wondering about what to put on top of the grill.
Yes.
All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down my burgers.
There they go.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
This is a nice big tomato.
Isn't
Did you
it
grow
nice?
this yourself? Or is it from
No, he
Valley
went
Market?
and got it at, yeah. And if you will cut that,
Yep.
thank you, Kirby.
Oh, I have to tell you something I did. In a park,
What'd you do in the park?
so there's a pawpaw festival.
I've heard about the pawpaw before. I've
Yes.
eaten one.
Is this about the right thickness?
Yeah, that's what you like on a hamburger.
Yeah, I like
girl.
them nice and thick.
Yeah, And now I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on these burgers.
Anywho, we went into the park and found pawpaw trees and shook them and got some pawpaws out and then ate them. They're delicious.
Have you had one before
No,
then?
no.
Yeah, see, I didn't have one till later in life either, but
Later in life, OMG!
How many parks do we have?
over 120.
See?
And there's a few new ones in the works right now.
Yes, 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 yes.
Now, if you want these to cook a little bit faster,
Right,
you
yes.
can get a piece of foil and put it over the top of it. Ground meat should be cooked to 155 degrees.
We haven't even brought up the hot dogs yet. How are they doing over here?
They're fine. Hot dogs are pre-cooked. And a lot of bratwurst, a lot of sausages, if you look at them, they'll say pre-cooked. So you don't have to worry that much about how hot they get, except for if you're putting cheese on them or something
Okay.
like that. You want them to get real good and hot.
And then you could put that foil over the top to kind of melt it, right?
Right, or you
Oh,
could put
that
it in
sounds
the
so
bun and put the hot
Oh, yeah.
wiener on top of it. Well, we're almost done here.
They look good.
They look great.
And you have your own show on Metro TV.
I do. It's called Park It Here.
And we have family-friendly
Family-friendly
food.
foods.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun with it, don't we, Chef Nancy?
We do, we have a blast.
And we get to eat.
Well, I've had a blast today listening to you guys talk.
I personally like a very well done burger, but we haven't asked Katey how she likes hers done.
How do you think I like my burgers?
I would
Raw.
think you like it medium.
Ding ding. You got it.
Now, what's medium? Medium means it's pink in the middle. Rare is red, well done is brown.
Yep, that's me.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna take these off. Okay, people, start fixing yourself something.
All right.
This is the best
Caitlin,
part.
would you like a bun?
Absolutely. You know, thank you guys so much for letting me crash your picnic here.
Absolutely. Bon appetit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yummy in my tummy. That's the song I sing with the little kids. It's yummy in my tummy, yes it is. It's yummy in my tummy, yes it is. It's a yummy in my tummy. Now I've got yummy in my tummy. It's yummy in my tummy, yes it is.
Woo, ha!
I love that. Well, thank you so much for showing me the ropes on how to grill in one of our many beautiful parks.
You were fun to do it with.
You guys were even more fun, trust me. Be sure to check out Family Friendly Foods.
Yeah, we have a good time.
I'm Chef Nancy again, and please check out Caitlin's Park It.
And remember, these are 2 shows that you can only watch from Metro TV, Louisville.
Waiting for your hot coals to cool down and cleaning out the grills yourself really helps ensure that they're ready faster for the next person to use them. All you need is a bucket and a shovel. We hope you'll consider using one of our parks for your next family picnic. Another great way to stay active in our parks is to participate in one of our athletic leagues. A lot of them are indoors, like our youth basketball league or futsal, but some are outside, like softball. Joining me is Sam Hennigan. So you're the recreation supervisor at Cyril Algar Community Center.
Yeah, so Cyril Algar is your traditional community center. We have people visit us for pickleball, basketball, senior basketball, volleyball, and a variety of other things. We also have partner programs like Connected through karate, capoeira, and yoga. And our schedule changes through the season, so you always want to check us out to see what new things we're offering.
Awesome. And how can people find the things that you are offering?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, bestparksever.com, and you find community centers over there on the left-hand side, you'll find Cyril Algar, and it has our schedule posted right there, and it's updated every few months.
Cool. So would you say Cyril is kind of the hub for athletics within Louisville Parks and Recreation?
It is.
And what does athletics mean for Louisville Parks and Rec?
Yeah, so athletics, we house, out of Cyril Algar, we have our adult leagues and our youth leagues. So those are a variety of leagues such as basketball, volleyball, t-ball and baseball, softball like we're here right now, and pickleball. It's an upcoming sport. You know, it's really popular. So
yes, people can't get enough of pickleball, and I see why. It's so much fun. When it comes to leagues, can you tell us about who can participate? Do you sign up as an individual or a team, age groups, things like that?
Yeah, so all of our youth leagues are individual registrations. Most of our adult leagues are team registrations. There are a few individual registrations, but they are very affordable. All of our youth leagues are ages 3 to 14. So it's a variety like basketball, youth soccer, t-ball, baseball, and adult leagues are all 18 plus. So our adult leagues, most of them you sign up as a team, some are individual, and all of our youth leagues are individual signups. And then you're placed on a team, so your team could change every season. And you get to meet new people, new friends, you know, and learn a new sport at the same time.
It sounds like so much fun. And this episode is about staying active in parks. So what are some of the leagues that are played outdoors?
So all of our softball leagues, like this one here at Seneca, are played outdoors. Some of our pickleball leagues are outdoor. T-ball and baseball and youth soccer are all outdoors.
Yes, I've seen youth soccer before. There's always so many kiddos out there playing soccer. Okay, so I know that we have a big need for volunteer coaches. Could you explain what you look for in a volunteer coach? Who should sign up for this?
Yeah, so all of our youth leagues depend on volunteers, so we really ask the community to help us out. So we like our volunteers to be great with kids, right? They're dependable, they show up to practice and to games. It's usually a 2-hour commitment every week for about 6 to 8 weeks for the leagues. It's a great way to give back to the community as well.
Well, thank you so much for meeting me out here at Seneca Park. I'm looking forward to watching the games tonight.
Yeah, no problem. But would you actually like to talk to one of our softball players? He's getting ready to play. He's the captain of one of our teams. He's been playing with us for a very long time, and he'll be able to give you a better insight of what it actually is like to participate.
Yeah, I'd love to. That sounds great.
Yeah, he's actually right over there.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you soon. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how we doing, Katie?
Awesome. I was just talking to Sam about our athletics department and some of our leagues, especially ones outdoors like our softball league here, and she said you were pretty involved with that.
Yes, ma'am. Personally, I've been playing in this Thursday night league since 2006.
Oh, wow.
And our current team has been together for about a decade now. This is actually our 10-year anniversary this summer.
So what's your team?
We are McLaughlin's Mob. Though it's somewhat of a violent name, we are a friendly bunch. We use bats. Don't let the logo fool you, but yeah. So that's who we've been for about a decade now. Yes, ma'am.
So are you guys just friends that came together? Are you coworkers?
It's a mixture. There are people there are friends on my team that I met 2 years ago, and I have friends that I met 35 years ago playing t-ball. So it's a mixture of people throughout my life that have either remained friends or become friends in the last few years.
Sweet. So obviously we've kept you around for a while. So what makes you keep signing up every year?
Oh, this is Thursday night fellowship. This is friends, it's family, it's both. You know, I have brothers on the team by blood and brothers by just friendship, sisters as well. So it's a great time to get together every week and just fellowship, like I said.
We're at a championship game, so you must be pretty good.
It's going to be fun tonight either way. But we hope to play well in our semifinal, and Lord willing, we'll be in the championship at 8:30.
Why would you encourage someone to come out and give it a try?
Like I said earlier, it's fellowship. If you have friends, family members, just people you want to hang out with, it's a great reason to be active. It's a great reason to just look forward to a night in your week where you can hang out. Whether you play softball or not, get your friends together, join a league, and just have fun.
Yeah. What about the atmosphere? Do you feel like Louisville Parks and Rec does a good job hosting these leagues?
We have a good crowd here. We have 9 teams in our Thursday night league. There are other options on the website. I've been in the Thursday night league for almost 20 years now. There's a race to sign up for it. So the more people that are interested, they'll add to other nights. There have been times in our history where we've had 3 or 4 nights of softball out here at Seneca Park. You know, get some people together and find out your options, because like I said, it's a great time and it's great fellowship.
Yes, well, Michael, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Hey, anytime.
Yeah, good luck out there.
I appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am.
Play ball. Well, from the grilling to the fishing to watching those softball players go, it has been so much fun going from park to park, exploring all the awesome amenities we have to offer. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to stay up to date with what Louisville Parks and Recreation has going on, give us a follow on social media or visit us at bestparksever.com. We'll see you next time.